How did this happen? Our walls are impenetrable!
Your floor isn't.
Well then, if death is what you seek, then I will gladly provide it!
There's no reason to be hostile, Your Majesty. In fact, you should be proud. Your son is moments away from inheriting the throne.
Gale!
I tried, Father!
What do you want with us?
How shall I explain this? I'm gifting your son with my knowledge. It will make him the most powerful ruler your world has ever known. And he will answer to no one but me.
No! Murderer!
Prepare the Snatcher.
A crisis has befallen our world. For centuries we have depended on the Kingdom Stone, but its strength is fading. It cannot keep up with our growing demand for energy. The Prince of Shrigar, poisoned with madness over the death of his father, has bred machines across the land to steal energy from other kingdoms. Tensions are growing, and I fear that war may be inevitable.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Freedom Planet on Steam. I am One Welsh Sheep yet again, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the greatest games ever made in my opinion. This game is fantastic, and what it essentially is it's basically a 2D side-scroller in the vein of classic 16-bit platformers for the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis, and in fact it's actually a love letter to most of the franchise that used to come out on those systems, including the likes of Rystar, Gunstar Heroes, Sonic the Hedgehog. It is a fantastic experience. Now, to start things off by here, we have a choice between Adventure or Classic mode. Adventure mode is cutscenes mixed with gameplay, and Classic mode is we go straight from level to level. It's a feature I think most games need to have incorporated, but I digress. Time to watch the first cutscene.
Can't you be Little Miss Hero Pants some other time?
Not a chance!
Fine, I'll go by myself. Yippee.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to select our characters. We can either choose between Lilac the Dragon, who looks absolutely nothing like a dragon by the way, or Carol the Wildcat. Both of them have their own unique stats and abilities. I'm going to be playing as Lilac for the main playthrough, but I will be swapping between the two characters every other level. And to start things off, we are playing here as Lilac, and basically what she can do in the arsenal is there's three buttons we have to really deal with. You have an attack button, a jump button, and a special attack button. If you press the jump button, you can jump in the air. Duh. If you press it twice, you can do a move called a Cyclone. And this is probably your best friend in the game, this move is. You will be using it all the time on bosses and the like. Now if you press the attack button, if you do it on the floor, you'll just do a normal spin kick. If you hold the up button while pushing the attack button, then you will do a Shoryuken. That's actually not the name of the move, but let's face it, it's a Shoryuken. It's an uppercut move, and you know how it works. If we press down while standing still and using the attack button, you'll do a sort of useless kick. It's actually one of the most useless moves in the game. But if you're moving at a slight rate, and then you press down and the attack button, you'll do the Cyclone ability. On differences, you'll use it on the floor, and it can be quite useful to deal with. While in the air, you can press down and the attack button to also do like a weird downward spiraling kick, which will it basically does a lot of damage to enemies, and you'll see me use it quite a bit during this game, especially during boss fights. And both the characters, Lilac and Carol, have their own unique abilities and stuff like I said, and they both have completely different playstyles. Lilac here, I keep getting their names mixed up, sorry. But Lilac here tends to be the fastest of the two duos. She tends to be basically the Sonic the Hedgehog of the characters, if you will. And essentially what you're going to be doing with her is you're going to spin through these levels using your Dragon Boost ability, which you can activate by holding down, or not even holding down, just by pressing the special attack button. It'll give you invulnerability for a certain amount of time. You can use it to attack enemies, and you can also get a massive burst speed. And I have to tell you something, folks, this game, like I said, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's absolutely amazing. Now, this first zone by here, Dragon Valley, it's actually it's probably it is the easiest stage of the game. It's the first level of the game, and I think it's a perfect little level just to get you acquainted to the controls and the way the game mechanics work. And don't get me wrong, folks, this place here I'm going to make look relatively easy. But trust me, this isn't an easy game, folks. This is actually a really, really challenging platformer. This is like the 16-bit era platformers in terms of challenge. Like, as I said at the intro, this game is a massive throwback to all the 16-bit era games. Like Rise Star, that was a classic game. This game has a lot from it. It has callbacks to Rocket Knight Adventures in the form of the Dragon Boost, because the Dragon Boost can act like a spin dash. But if you use it on walls and you aim it upwards, you can actually start bounce off walls in the same way that Sparkstar the Rocket Knight can back in his game, and there's lots of neat little touches like that, you know? Now, let's talk more about Carol the Wildcat in the next level, because I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be doing each level in a set way, so I'm going to be doing one level as Lilac, the next level as Carol, and I'm going to continue reversing like that up until we get to the final stage, well, final 4 stages, in which case those will be done completely as Lilac. But I digress, here's the first boss, or at least the first appearance of the first boss, because this, folks, isn't the end of the stage. Each stage in this game does go on for quite a bit of time. You can usually take about 10 to 15 minutes on your first time through a level. And in this LP, you're still going to see me get through these levels in around 10 to 15 minutes, so there's that. Now, you also might have seen me breaking a couple of jar objects as we got through the environment. Not jar objects, like giant crystals. And those are essentially our item boxes in this game. Depending on the color of the crystal that we smash, we'll get a different power-up. For example, if we kick a rainbow crystal, for example, we'll end up getting the ability to have a temporary invulnerability akin to Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 and 3's invincibility power-up, you know? The other power-ups basically give you shields with a little bit of their unique features. Like this shield by here, I can't remember what color you had, well, I lost it now, but I can't remember what color you needed to break to get that shield, but what that shield basically did was it would get all of the health items in the area and drag them towards you. And one thing I have to say about the health items in this game is basically the health runs on Zelda logic. It has a Zelda style health bar. You can lose a quarter of your leaf? I don't know what that's meant to be. I'm going to say heart because it's easier. So you lose a quarter of your heart, half of your heart, etc. until a full heart is gone. You've got an entire health bar to go down. Now you might think that's a bit weird. They'll make a 2D platformer a bit easy, wouldn't it? Because normally these sort of games have a simple 2-hit system, don't they? Well, not in this game, folks, because, well, in this game, the enemies have to actively attack you. There's no touch damage, which I'm actually quite thankful for. I think more games need to have this. But yeah, enemies will have to actively attack you, but later on in the game, they do get really aggressive. And because of the way this game's so built, you're going to get attacked quite a bit. And it won't be because of bad design, actually. The design of this game, I have to say, is some of the best level design I've ever seen in a game. I'm going to be gushing for most of this LP, folks. I honestly love this game through and through. This is definitely within my top 5 games ever made. And it's actually quite a recent game as well, which is quite surprising, because a lot of recent games I've played, I haven't really clinged my interest so much. But anyway, this is the first sort of tough enemy we're gonna deal with. Now, whenever you defeat certain enemies or just simply traverse the environment, you're gonna see these gems pop out of them. Collecting 200 of these gems will gain you access to an extra life. Now, each of these gems, well, the amount you collect will save between levels, so if you only have 156 like I have right now, and you go to the next level, you still only have 156 left to obtain till your next extra life, so that's pretty cool, I think. And you will see me get a lot of extra lives in this LP, folks, and during your first time run of the game, you're probably going to need the extra lives, especially for the last... I'd say the last couple of bosses, really, because the boss fights in this game are probably where the game really gets to shine. Everything just... like, it has the boss fights of a treasure, a treasure game, and if you haven't played any treasure Mega Drive games, then Jesus Christ, you're missing out. Get a Mega Drive, play a treasure game, Dynamite Headdy, play Gunstar Heroes. Those games are the shit, yo. But anyway, by here, this is very simple. Just simply run away from the giant boulder that's chasing you, and it'll never touch you. As long as you hold right, you can't get hurt here. Oh, that was pretty close. Now, you're going to see some of these red panels as we're progressing, and I'm not going to talk too much about them until we get to the next part, ladies and gentlemen, because they are something that Lilac is not able to interact with. But here we go. It's time to do the first boss. Now, basically what you want to do is destroy all of his armor pieces on the snake itself. Then his head bit will glow. Hit his head bit when it's glowing and it will damage him. 3 phases and this boss will go down like you won't believe. And like I said, Cyclone is a fantastic help against boss fights. So you're gonna want to make use of that. From periodically, he's also gonna send out boulders from the top of the screen. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now, yes, if I can actually hit him, there we go. We are now done with the first zone of the game.
Woohoo! Yeah!
How many chasers are left? Tell me!
You didn't say please.
Don't play games with me, duckling! Tell me!
Fine, be that way.
Shah! Where's that blasted snake mount? I guess we'll have to do this the hard way! I can do this all day! What is this hideous creature?
Stay back!
Oh no! The Duckman comes with me!
I'm not gonna let you eat him!
What? What the? Too easy.
Whoa, that was a close one. Thank you, Miss
Lilac.
Miss Lilac.
Are you okay? I saw a huge explosion back there.
You've been following me this whole time, haven't you?
Duh.
I take it you know this guy.
Girl.
This girl?
She's like my tail, always right behind me.
Carol the Wildcat, at your service. And this is Lilac.
Well, I'm Torque. I'm a shell duck.
Shell duck?
It's more of a nickname. I'm not exactly from around here.
So what are you doing out here? The skies haven't been safe for days.
Someone is about to steal the Kingdom Stone, and I have to stop them.
The Kingdom Stone. That's impossible.
Yeah, only I could steal it.
You wish.
Well, it's already happening. Marizawa's sending troops in disguise to the ancient temple. I have to warn them.
Carol and I are pretty fast. We could run over there for you.
Seriously?
Yup, I've got a motorcycle and she's a dragon. They're like super fast.
Darn straight.
Well, it's worth a shot. Hurry over there before it's too late.
What about you?
I'll catch up with you as soon as I find all my stuff.
Right. Come on, Carol. General Gong!
You two again?
It's nice to see you too.
We have to talk to you. The Kingdom Stone is in danger.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing gets past my nose.
Will you just listen for a minute?
What is the meaning of this? We mean no disrespect. We're just
You
trying
heard
to...
what the General said. There's nothing to worry about.
But
Don't make me repeat myself.
Well, they sound like they know what they're doing. Why don't we just charge up and go home, huh? What do you say?
I don't know. I feel like they're hiding something from us.
It's an ambush!
Follow me!
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for part 1 of Freedom Planet. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. This is a game I truly love, and I hope you guys stick with this one, folks. So, when we return next time, we'll take on the second zone of the game as Carol, and I'll show her off her abilities. So thanks for watching, people. I'll catch you all next time. Bye!